Ron, it's been pretty cool to hear how Relay for Life went from an event to an experience, and then to hear and see how that experience looks from the perspective of our student and our global friends.
Definitely, and I think there's some things that we can take away. Do you think there's some things we can take away, guys? Yeah? And that's why customer experience is so important. And we're going to show you the importance of customer experience through a situation with United Airlines. That might seem a little odd, but there was something that was called United Breaks Guitars. Did anybody hear about United Breaks Guitars? That's all right if you didn't, because we have a video.
I flew United Airlines on my way to Nebraska. The plane departed Halifax, connecting in Chicago's O'Hare. While on the ground, a passenger said from the seat behind me, "My God, they're throwing guitars out there." The band and I exchanged a look, best described as terror, at the action on the tarmac and knowing whose projectiles these would be. So before I left Chicago, I alerted 3 employees who showed complete indifference towards me. United, United, you broke my Taylor guitar. United, United, some big help you are. You broke it, you should fix it. You're liable, just admit it. I should have flown with someone else or gone by car. 'Cause United breaks guitars.
Pretty cool, right? Well, it was cool for the band because they got some gigs out of this. But it wasn't good for United. It was a customer experience and communications nightmare. And what they didn't know was that you need to react quickly to situations with customers. And that's where they failed. And so that's where, as leaders of our events, we need to make sure that at every interaction with our customers, we're having an excellent customer experience. Because customer experience, and this is probably the most important thing that we'll learn well, for me anyway today, is a good customer experience leads to customer loyalty, which translates to better retention and more revenue, which means we'll have the ability to save more lives. And that's what we want to do, right? So this year, we talked a little bit about customer satisfaction scores, and you met MJ, who had the highest customer satisfaction for his event, right?
Okay.
And I'll try it again, MJ Plaisance. Last time I said it wrong, so thank you. But this year, our overall customer satisfaction score for Relay for Life was a 71. That's down 3 points. But we have an opportunity here, and that's why you're here. The opportunity is that we can turn those numbers around. We can't give you a checklist to say you need to do this, this, this to turn your customer experience around, because customer experience, as we talked about, is about your local community. And sometimes customer experience can't be defined. We can give you the categories, and we can give you can look at your scores and see where you're at, and you can improve in certain areas, but you need to look at your community and develop the best customer experience. And it's not just day of, it's through your whole season of Relay and how you interact with all of your constituents, with all of your customers.
So you're right, Ron. So if we're really honest with ourselves, we can always do better at creating a better experience both on and off the track. We're the people that can make that happen. We can go put in that special effort into creating the right Relay experience for our participants, so we go above and beyond to make them feel special, feel good, and feel proud of the event that they're a part of.
Excellent. Yes, you're so true.
That's
That's so true. You're so true.
That's
it's all
you.
true.
Oh. So I have no doubt that the amazing people in this room can definitely have lots of ideas going through their head of how they're going to make that happen. And speaking about how to make things happen, we want to make sure that you're aware that all the resources and tools that we're sharing with you this weekend are available on Relay Nation, so we encourage you to go there. If you're not familiar with what Relay Nation is, it's our online community. It actually is for volunteers across the country. And whether you're a first-time team captain or a veteran relayer, you have the opportunity to go there to find resources, join a discussion, or just get inspiration. And we made some recent updates to Relay Nation. So if you'd like to share anything from Relay Nation, you can now do it directly to Facebook or Twitter, as well as most popular requests we've had. We've removed the login, so you can now log in without forgetting your password.
God knows we could never remember that damn password, right? Or at least I couldn't.
So go out there and find all the resources you need to be successful.
Excellent, thank you. So we have some awards, not really awards, but some people won some prizes. Last night, some of you registered for the Global Newsletter, and when you did that, there was an opportunity that you could receive, and so we have 3 winners. And if I call your name, you can go over to the photo booth to get your prize. The first winner was Lynn Dingy, or Dingy. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Next, we have Carrie Kaiser. And finally, we have Joni Petty. We believe it's Petty. If not, you're from Plant City. I know that. And before we let you out to your breakouts, Stephanie and I have some thank yous. We come on stage, and there's lots of people behind us making us look good, or almost good. Kind of. And so we need to thank the planning committee to put this together in a relatively short time. So if we can give our hands, a round of applause to our planning committee. As part of that, we have our production team. You've seen them all weekend. They've had different color shirts. Today they're in blue. I believe they're in the back of the room. I think I can see you. So let's give them a round of applause. They worked really hard. They were up before anybody else. They went to bed after you all, well, except for you guys that were at the bar last night. But they've worked so hard, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We also want to thank the training and development team, our facilitators. Let's give them a round of applause. Our general session committee and presenters, give them a round of applause. And our Friday night activities from last night. Lots of fun, right? And Stephanie and I have one more thank you. Sometimes I get emotional. It's all right. Guys can cry. But staff are so important in our lives. And Stephanie and I have an amazing staff partner. And her name is Christina McWilliams. And she's sitting over here. Christina, please stand up.
Thank you.
Well, we just want to thank you, Christina, from the bottom of our hearts for all the work, and we appreciate you so much, so thank you so much. Yay.
So it's about time for you to go to your next 2 workshops. We just have a couple of quick reminders before that. If you haven't checked out of your room, we need you to do so now, and there's luggage storage available for you outside of the ballroom doors. And then make sure you know for transportation, if you're leaving early, which section you should be for that as well after your last workshop.
Excellent, yes. So that's it, everybody. Enjoy your sessions. We'll see you back here at 12:30. Enjoy, everybody.